I want to talk about chainring covers. We've started introducing chainring covers in 2005, is my recollection. And I thought they were great. At the time, it's funny because I don't think they're great right now. I mean, the ones we introduced back then, but they're really cheap plastic, and they actually broke with positive probability. Like, I mean, very positive probability, which means they broke, somewhat frequently, but not too frequently. And I had a lot of people asking me, yeah, can I buy a chainring cover? Because they were plastic, they were cheap plastic, they would break all the time. And so they came on cranks. So I was like, I can sell you a crank, but I can't take the chainring cover off because then, I don't have cranks to sell that are new. So it got kind of complicated. But, I thought they were nice at the time. And I want to talk about the functionality. The truth is, I think they're really nice now. Now we have steel chainring covers. They look smooth. They're beautiful. They're solid. Can't really break them. I mean, I guess everything's breakable, but let's just say it's going to be difficult for these chainring covers to break now. But you never know, right? You never know what happens. So, all right. So the deal is twofold. Number one, it keeps you clean, right? Which is really nice because your pants or your body, the chain's going to rub up against and it's just going to make some marks. So it's nice to, essentially be clean. All right. It's good to be a clean person. I think that's a positive attribute in society, right? That's number one. Number two is really what seems to be important for a lot of customers. So some customers were having like chain drops back in the day. It was more frequent back in the day than it is today. I'm not sure why. And it confused the daylights out of me. Oh, actually, I think I know why it happened more frequently back in the day because the rear derailleur back then wasn't perfectly perpendicular to the ground, and so there was an angular force, and so if you bend it a little bit, it would actually create more of an angular force, and it would throw the chain off the chain ring. So these chainring covers kind of kept the chain on with better, positive probability, so it wouldn't go flying off. But it's actually just a funny thing that you don't really need one for that utility, in that all the forces on a bike, chain specifically, should be in the same direction. The only way it can fly off, there's a force pushing it in a different plane, which means the rear derailleur hanger is bent, right? Their hanger is bent. So, if you ever have any chain drops, check your derailleur hanger. I'll wager money. You never know, right? You never know, but I wager money that it's probably bent, and once you straighten it out, the chain drops are probably going to go away. At the same time, you might have a rear derailleur that when it shifts, it might not be in a perpendicular plane to the ground or a parallel plane to the cassette, right? However you want to look at it. The two statements are logically equivalent. And that could also be a problem, if the rear derailleur is like just shimmying around and stuff. It's going to create a force that'll allow the chain to drop. But that's not an issue for us at this time. It was actually probably at the beginning, right, when we started. But yeah, no. So the chainring covers nowadays are really sweet. Actually, I really like them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it.